现在是在林肯中心这边，今晚上是礼拜五，还有一个表演。我今天是室内的，现在天儿特舒服，不冷不热的。
One of the first strikes of the cotton factory operatives that ever took place in this country was that in Lowell in October 1836. When it was announced that the wages were to be cut down, great indignation was felt, and it was decided to strike en masse. This was done. My daddy made whiskey. Daddy did too. We ain't paid no whiskey tax since 1792. We'll just lay there by the juniper while the moon's bright. Watch them jugs of filling in the bare moonlight.
I'd have designed to do the same thing again on a larger scale. That was all I intended. I never did intend murder or treason or destruction of property or to excite or incite slaves to rebellion or to make an insurrection.
For in your ordered verdict of guilty, you have trampled underfoot every vital principle of our government. My natural rights, my civil rights, my political rights, my judicial rights are all alike ignored, robbed of the fundamental privilege of citizenship. I'm degraded from the status of a citizen to that of a subject. And not only myself individually, but all of my sex are, by your Honor's verdict, doomed to political subjugation under this so-called Republican form of government.
The court cannot listen to a rehearsal of argument which the prisoner's counsel has already consumed 3 hours in presenting.
May it please, Your Honor, I'm not arguing the question, but simply stating the reasons why sentence cannot, in justice, be pronounced against me. Your denial of my citizen's right to vote is the denial of my right of consent as one of the governed. The denial of my right of representation as one of the taxed. The denial of my right to a trial by a jury of my peers as an offender against the law. Therefore, the denial of my sacred right to life,
the court cannot allow the prisoner to go on.
But Your Honor will not deny me this one and only poor privilege of protest against this high-handed outrage upon my citizens' rights.
The court must insist.
This woman, Mrs. McCann, Women's Hiring Director, would look around for the biggest and brawniest person. Have you had experience? She asked. I said, well, not in the stockyards, but we used to butcher our own hogs at home. I carried this big steel and it impressed her. Mrs. McCann hired me. In 1933-34, we worked 6-hour shifts at 37.5 cents an hour. We would have to work at a high rate of speed. It was summer. It would be so hot that women used to pass out. The ladies' room was on the floor below, and I would help carry these women down almost vertical stairs into the washroom. We started talking union. The thing that precipitated it is that on the floor below they used to make hot dogs, and one of the women, in putting the meat into the chopper, got her fingers caught. There were no safety guards. Her fingers got into the hot dogs and they were chopped off. It was just horrible.
They clocking for a pithy $50, bear the coffin of like 60 thrifty trucks, get spit on like sitting ducks, and they are sick of getting fucked. So you ever wanted to honor them? Here's my ask for all my hominids, collective bargaining. Amazon and Target and FedEx and Walmart and Instacart and Whole Foods till we all give up, we oughta get. Workers run the company, there isn't any argument, so argue with them, argue in.
Well, lots of folks back east, they say, leaving home every day, going across your way to the California line. Well, across the desert sands they roll, getting out of that old dust bowl. Think they're going for a sugar bowl, but here's what they find. Oh, well, the police at the port of entry say, well, you're number 14,000 for today. California is a garden of Eden, well, a paradise to live and to see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hard if you ain't got that do-re-mi. Well, you wanna buy you a home or a farm that can't do nobody harm, or take your vacation out by the mountains or sea. Well, don't swap your old cow for a car. You better stay right where you are, and you better take this little tip from me.
Silence is the ocean of the unsaid, the unspeakable, the repressed, the erased, the unheard. It surrounds the scattered islands made up of those allowed to speak, and of what can be said, and who listens. Silence is what allows people to suffer without recourse, what allows hypocrisies and lies to grow and flourish, crimes to go unpunished. If our voices are essential aspects of our humanity, to be rendered voiceless is to be dehumanized.